Die for you.
Is that true?
Yeah.
So, what did we do last week?
I know what you did last week.
On Sunday.
Yeah. Comicon.
Comicon.
We went there to work.
Well,
And then we didn't.
Yeah.
No, we went to help David. I think he's one of the viewers of our channel.
I think he sometimes views. David, if you view this video, please leave a comment.
No, David is the owner, the proprietor of Retro Vault,
Yes.
second-hand video game store, also DVDs. And he does more or less every Belgian con, I think.
Yeah.
And then he sells his games. And
Well, it's not actually, he owns it because the stuff everybody brings it in.
yeah.
And like they price it out and they take a percentage, something like that. I don't know. Most of the stuff is from other people,
yeah.
not from him actually.
And well, you know him for quite some time, or,
Yeah.
or you've known him for quite some time. So you've been working with him for at least the last 5
5 years,
yeah.
I think, or so, 6, maybe 6.
Yeah, and I think 2 years ago I started sometimes helping him. And so this Sunday as well, we didn't have a lot of time, but we said we will help you tear down your stand.
Well, actually, the idea was just to drive and take some people back because
Yeah.
they didn't have enough cars, but in the end, there were enough cars.
Yeah,
Actually,
we only had to drive
Yeah.
two guys.
Well, we didn't have to. I think they would have fit it in another
you
car.
suggested it. But so we went. It was Sunday. We arrived at 3, I think.
Yeah, something
and,
like that.
But the con ended at 5. So
yeah.
we had like, let's say, an hour and a half to just walk around and see stuff, and then we went to
Yeah.
David and helped him out. So you found some shit.
Well, yeah. First off, there was this guy in the G.I. Joe Facebook group. In advance, he said, well, I have these vehicles for G.I. Joe, which I gotten for free, so I wanted to give them back.
Free hickles then?
Free vehicles? So he had like a big box filled of vehicles, and this one I wanted since...
For the longest time?
For the longest time. Well, probably longer than any video game.
Whoa!
Because I certainly wanted this since I was 6 or something. The G.I. Joe Havoc.
40 years.
One of my friends had it as a kid and I was mesmerized by it. It's in horrible condition, but it's fairly complete.
And it's free, so
and
you
it's
can't
free,
complain.
and I can't complain. I already have the driver for it, and well, it's just missing some rockets and some...
Do you know the name of the vehicle?
Havoc.
The Havoc, okay.
But with points H,
Yeah,
point
that's...
A, point
They
V.
always did that, like acronyms. Yeah. Do you know what it stands for?
No, I didn't.
Hyper Advanced
Yeah.
Vehicle
Yeah.
of Color?
And then I took some other stuff just because I could. I took this one. This pilot wasn't
Deadpool
included.
chillin'?
No, it's the famous Ninja Shadow Snake
yeah.
Eyes, but 2003
Oh, cool.
Snake
Where
Eyes
did you find it?
in the thrift store. You don't watch my videos.
You don't often find new G.I. Joe in
No, it's true.
Oh, it's been played with a lot. Yeah, continue.
So yeah, it's
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
It's very complete except for 10 missiles, and like it has feet that go out so the tank can stand still. But I thought it was a cool looking vehicle, so I took it, and it was free. And I also took this one. It's the fake figure is not included, of course, but what's his name? It's not Cobra Commander, but the guy...
Faker.
No, the guy with the Cobra that was really made from blood of Cobra Commander or
Major
something.
Blood?
No, he looks like a Cobra. He has like a suit.
Ah, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, he drives around on this golden thing. But I put
Distro?
No, Distro is the one with the silver
gold,
face.
Yeah. He also has something like that. He also has a
Yeah.
weird small...
Yeah, I have that upstairs. But man, Cobra maybe just?
Cobra Commander?
No, Cobra Commander is dethroned by this guy.
Ah.
If you watch the cartoon.
I've never watched the cartoon. Sorry.
What?
and I'm a big fan. So now I'm losing my street cred as a G.I. Joe fan. Sorry guys, sorry G.I. Joe fans. Sorry Larry Hama.
So this is 2 feet for like the
2 feet
for the platform that you have like a playable platform.
Okay.
I don't have the platform, but now I have all the feet already. I have the 5 feet, so if I ever find that platform. And this one was missing of my boat, the Tiger Shark boat from Tiger Force. So yeah, some free G.I. Joe stuff. And then the guy was also selling some He-Man figures, and his prices weren't horrible, but also not super great. But because he gave me some free stuff, I didn't haggle or anything.
You never haggle.
This one is a sad story. When I was 4 years old or 5 years old, somebody gave me a coupon for my birthday to go and buy a He-Man figure in the toy shop. And I asked my mom, can I have this one? But for some reason she thought he was ugly. He was probably more expensive. And she bought me Stinkor. Now, I only had one good guy at the time, He-Man. And I had like 5 bad guys. So I wanted another good guy to fight the bad guys. And when in the car, I opened up the package. And like
in the car already? You couldn't wait till you were home?
No. And so there was always this little comic inside, and Stinker is gassing children in the comic. So that's when I realized that this really wasn't, because my mother had tricked me into believing this was a good guy. And in
you really thought a guy named Stinker was a good guy?
Well, I was 4 or 5. I couldn't.
No, I mean she really thought a guy
she just
was...
wanted not the ugly yellow one, but the black one.
So did you...
I never confronted her.
You should do it now you have this one and say, Mother, you were wrong.
I finally have him. I also...
Would she still remember it, you think?
No, of course not. This one was 5. Then I also bought Fisto, which is the weirdest name for
it's like Kid Fisto from the Star Wars universe.
And he rides on the posters the horse Strider, so I had the horse, so I needed Fisto to sit on the horse. Yes.
Get off your high horse, please.
And this one is, I think, a really cool figure, Rio Blast. It's a later figure.
Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds knockoff. I already have the back piece gun, so that's why I want.
Where did you end up with the back piece gun?
Well, it was a tip given to me by Ed Retro Geeka. If you find a bin full of toys, always just pick all the weapons up. They all only want 50 cents, and then I asked in an 80s group to which figure does this belong?
Okay.
So. And now I have Rio Blast semi-complete. It's not because he still needs 2 pieces in his legs where also guns come out.
Yeah, he has a distinct Western vibe.
Yeah.
That's why I thought it was a Brave Star figure.
No, it's a He-Man figure.
And of course I've never seen He-Man the cartoon, but in my gullible mind I thought it was about sorcerers and wizards and perhaps knights, but never about cowboys. So
well, it's a mixture of everything.
That I didn't know. I really thought Master of the Universe, I really thought it was like a 13th century-esque setting with wizards.
But they have tanks, they also drive tanks.
Yeah, but
spaceships
I didn't know.
and
it's weird. It's who came up with this shit?
Some drug.
Were they on drugs?
Yeah, were they on drugs? But this one is also, I think it's a later figure. Oh no, 85. Not
That's
that.
the height of Motumania.
Yeah, but it's towards the end, so it's already series 4 or something, so they're stretching their imagination.
But they're still going strong, right?
Yeah.
I think they only lost popularity at the end of the 80s. No,
I think earlier in America. I mean, in Europe, because it was later released here.
Okay.
It lasted longer, but
it was super popular, right?
Yeah.
For a few years, it was like the hottest toy.
When I was in kindergarten, everybody had He-Man figures, but once we got to how do you call it?
Preschool?
Preschool is kindergarten.
No, okay.
Elementary school. Nobody was playing with him. It was all Turtles and G.I. Joe a lot.
Because G.I. Joe is also from the 80s, so how did that...
Yeah, but
that
it lasted
in
longer.
82. Yeah, it lasted until 94, so...
So I
well.
this one I bought at a different booth. It was €3, and it's actually a He-Man figure from the second series, the Adventures of He-Man. So they're not buffed anymore. They're like slender. And it
The slender adventures of He-Man.
It's more sci-fi than the classic series. And it was also very unpopular. I think it only lasted like 2 seasons.
Okay.
But I love this guy with his head in oil. It looks pretty neat. It was only €3, so.
He's quite the oily guy.
And at the same vendor's booth, I also picked up 3 American SNES cards, based on the fact solely that they were super cheap.
And super American.
And super American. But they try to glamorize racing. It's F1 Rock.
F1 Rock.
And Battle Grand Prix, not just regular Grand Prix.
Not just Grand Prix, but Battle Grand Prix.
And the last one is Cyber Spin. These were all €3 a piece, and the labels are excellent, so why not?
Why not? Indeed.
And then I forgot. Okay.
No, I remember. It was a Belgian guy. He had quite a few cool things. It was obviously not a reseller, just a guy cleaning out his closets with good prices. So he had some games, he had even some turtles from the first series.
Yeah, sure.
His wife was there, probably glad to be rid of all this shit.
So he had some.
So you found a good bargain.
Yeah,
A really good one.
I bought Goof Troop. It's a German box.
Favorite games, really one of the best Super NES games of all time.
I
really love it.
In the box for €10.
That's a great price.
That's a decent price. I already have it loose, but for 10, I think I even paid more for my loose card.
It's just a brilliant game.
Yeah.
It's one of the best.
And what's really strange, somebody wrote in paper.
Oh, the original.
So
25.
At one point, somebody paid 25 for it, so it's kind of strange.
I remember when was it in '96? Yeah, 1996. I saw a Goofy movie with my father in theaters. Yeah, in at the seaside in Hest in Knokke. And I just a week before or a few days before.
Yeah.
We had gotten our report card, so I
And
had good grades.
Nice.
So we went to the cinema, and
Alright.
then as a present, I got the Goof Troop game in Bert
nice.
Smith as well. But back then, I remember games, SNES games, were like €75, 3,000 Belgian francs.
Man.
And this one was already a discount. This was only 1,100 francs, so like €27, which was a good price at the time for a new. Okay, it was. At that point, it was like 2 or 3 years old, but still, €25 for a SNES game was a good price. You never saw them. Well, let's say cheaper than
No, it's true.
30 or 40. They were always super expensive.
Especially Nintendo, like Sega games could get
Yeah.
cheaper, but Nintendo rarely ever.
Yeah.
I remember when I saw Pokemon, the red and blue, for like 800 francs.
Yeah, that was a good price.
And
I bought it too at 800.
It was like, oh shit,
in Bert Smith, yeah.
super cheap Game Boy game.
Super cheap.
But this was in the year like 2000 maybe.
Yeah, 99, 2000. Then they were discounted to 800.
From the same guy I bought Pugsley's Scavenger Hunt. He had it marked at €8, but I haggled him down for both of them for 15, so pretty sweet. No?
Yeah,
That's
sure, yeah,
good
great.
deal.
I was just thinking about the prices. Yeah, sorry.
And then from
Good
another
deal, good
dude,
deal.
I picked up 3D balls.
I thought you
The
already
battle
had
of-
3D balls, Thomas.
But now I have more 3D balls.
More balls.
The Twisted 3D fighting game. The closest thing to Virtua Fighter you will see on the Mega Drive. And a fat game.
Wait, wasn't there already a Virtua Fighter on the Mega Drive?
But that was released, I think, a year after this one. And that's called Virtua Fighter 2. And it's a 2D fighter game like they... But these graphics, it seems to me, I haven't played it, but it looks like it's 2D, so I'm not sure.
So how is it a 3D balls game?
I don't know, man.
Oh, I love these cartridges.
It's accolades.
Yeah. What a weird shape.
I have to glue that back on.
Do you know why some cartridges were in this shape?
This accolade?
Always.
Yeah. Like Accolade was one of the first unlicensed publishers for the Mega Drive.
This is a licensed one, right?
Yeah, later on, EA also started as an unlicensed publisher,
Really?
but then like 2 years later, but they retained the right to
Okay.
make their own.
I think EA also had weird cartridges that had like a yellow.
The yellow tab.
What was it? Why the yellow tab?
There's no reason.
It doesn't change the gameplay. It doesn't.
No. I think in an interview with Trip Hawkins, they asked him that, and he
Trip
said like, "Well, you're still talking about it, so we did something."
Oh god, that's a lame excuse. I really want to know why. Just why?
I don't think there's a real reason.
Just to be cool.
Make the cartridges look different than the official ones. You had Codemasters. They also make these weird, like rounded cartridges.
Oh, yeah, with
Acclaim also made their own cartridges. Konami as well, because you have like the Konami games have Konami in the back and not Sega.
I remember in the Game Buster, the store we sometimes frequent.
Well, Giovanni watched.
Oh, hey, Giovanni.
He found the videos.
Yeah, we give us free games because we mentioned your store.
Of
Game Buster. No, I remember back in the day when he still had like a whole rack or a whole wall of Mega Drive.
Yeah.
There was one that caught my eye. It was Universal Soldier in a cardboard box.
Well, I have it upstairs.
Do you know why?
It's also Accolade,
Okay.
but the earlier
Cardboard?
Accolade. No, it's Accolade.
I thought it was Acclaim, but I couldn't.
No, it's not Acclaim. Who made Bubsy? It's the same people. I
Okay.
think it's Accolade.
Yeah.
The early games are.
In a cardboard box.
Yeah. And the funny
So
thing is, the
weird.
Universal Soldier game is just Turrican 2, but with the
with-
sprite swap for it's like really, oh man.
With JCVD.
I bought it in LA like the first time we went there for like $150 or something.
Also in a cardboard box. So
Yeah.
it was like the American and
Yeah,
the
it's
European.
exactly the same.
Okay.
Yeah. In I think they even on top they just say Sega, like not Genesis or Mega Drive, like game for
Yeah,
your
that's
Sega. yeah.
easy to.
It's like what's the name of the store? Game, but I don't know. But it's a really strange story. Like you can't touch the games; everything is behind counters. But they have this glass case in front of the counter.
Okay.
So behind these walls and walls of games, and then on the counters there are just price lists
Okay.
with all the prices for the games. So you just say
No
to the
discussion.
dude,
Yeah.
but you say to the dude, I want. So the first time I went there, I just bought every game below $5 that wasn't like a sports title. And now some of those games are pretty expensive, so it was like 10 years ago.
That was a good idea of you, Thomas.
Yes. Got a lot of rolly eyes.
What do you mean? From your wife.
Yeah, we were there with 4 other friends, so they were all like, what the fuck are we doing? We're in LA and we're in a fucking game store. Which was an hour drive away. So
One day I want to go on a holiday with you to just do crazy things. We should go to Japan.
yeah,
I've never been there.
3 times already.
Yeah, you're a lucky guy.
Well, the last thing I found was this transformer thingy in a thrift store. It's I forgot his name, but he's a part of a combiner, so it's one of 5 or 6 smaller transformers that make one giant one. It's broken, sadly, but it was only 50 cents. But I also found the gun, so it was probably broken inside the thrift store, like some kid played with it and
Probably.
or stepped on it.
Can you glue it or?
No, there's plastic pieces missing, but no, a G1 transformer.
It will haunt you forever. I'm
Yes.
pretty sure. It will. Yeah.
Okay, you have anything left to show?
Are you?
Fine view.
Are you finished?
I think I'm finished.
Cool.
No?
Yeah, I have one more thing.
One more thing. My birthday gift. Oh shit!
I bought the Jurassic Park movies on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray.
Dang.
These
Okay, will they even prolong the names after?
I don't know. Yeah, 4K Ultra HD. So this is quite the attractive box.
Yeah, it's pretty
And
nice.
it includes no less than 4 steel books. So sometimes like if you have a trilogy or a quadrilogy or whatever, they will have like
One steel book or
one steel book or maybe cardboard inside and then have just a few flat. But these are individually packaged, so quite handsome.
don't take them too much in and out
Yeah.
because they will get
So
scratched.
The funny thing is, this is the German copy, so only in Germany were they released as a well, 4 steel books. So the text is all in German. Even, for example, the second movie is called Die Vergessene Welt, The Lost World. But then apparently they just licensed the let's say the British or maybe the American steelbooks because all the text is in English, and even for example the Lost World is just called The Lost World.
Yeah,
so that's nice. Quite I don't really care. I mean I knew I was buying the German copy, and I know they all include English audio, but I wasn't expecting to have the original titles because I know.
Why is not the second Jurassic World movie included?
Because these came out right ahead of the second.
Okay, yeah. And how much was it for the set?
So yeah, the story is why did I buy it? Why did I buy it? I wanted these. I saw them on Amazon.de. They were, I think, quite affordable. I don't remember. I think 60 or 65. Which is a great price because in Belgium you can only buy them separately. Each one is 30 euros at least. Okay. Each one. The 4K also includes the Blu-ray and the download. And then of course I was too late because there's always like a limited amount of these. So Amazon.de sold out. I think then the asking price went up to like 115 or 120 for like a third-party seller. So I was quite bummed. Like, yeah, damn, why did I just neglect to buy it? And then luckily I saw a German chap on eBay who had apparently bought a huge stack. He's like 20 copies available, but he wasn't super reselling them. So he asked 75 and then 15 shipping, so it was 90. So that was okay. So let's say I got one free. If I were to buy 3 of those in Belgium, I would pay 90. Now I have 4 for the same price, for 90. So
you should have bought them when they were new.
Of course. No, they were still new.
Yeah, I mean,
they were still in cellophane. But of course, I should have bought them just Amazon.de. Let that be a lesson, kids.
I wonder what these resellers like. It's 65 in shop, and he asks 10 euros more.
Yeah.
But you have to move a lot of stuff to actually make decent profit. Because eBay takes a cut, PayPal takes a cut.
Yeah.
Maybe the guy gets like 7 or 6 euros.
Yeah, and how did he wind up with more than 20 of those?
Well, he probably bought them when they were on sale somewhere.
Yeah, but how much sale could it have been? I don't know, yeah. Because this is not an old release, this is only from May 2018 or April 2018.
Maybe he presumed that it would become rare one day.
Yeah.
I forgot to show one thing.
Yeah.
The biggest thing in the room.
The biggest thing in the world.
Whoa! I'm not gonna open it. It's the Steel Battalion.
Does it even fit on your camera?
Xbox controller. I paid 90 for this.
And that's apparently a great price.
It's an okay price, not super great. But complete, these things go for...
What did this cost back then?
I think 200 or something. But yeah, if you want this complete, you're gonna pay 200 on eBay. So.
And which game's compatible?
Steel Battalion and I think Steel Battalion 2. But you can also hook it up to your PC and just play like the MechWarrior games. I always wanted one of these, and probably gonna sell it again after I finish playing the game because.
So what type of game is this?
It's like a big mech robot.
Okay.
And the controller is just like, well, have you ever seen it? Or?
I think I've seen a photo, but you don't need to open it.
Well, I'll just show one piece because it's in 3 pieces.
Afterwards, you can rest in pieces.
I'll just. Oh, my boy started crying. So as you can see, it's like insanely detailed, like a control panel like this.
Why did they ever release this?
It's insane. I don't understand it. Like the Xbox wasn't the most popular.
Yeah. Was there ever a profit for these guys? Who made this?
Capcom, but I'm sure Microsoft paid them to do it because it's really insane. Well, that's it for this episode. I will include some Comicon views and so stay tuned for that.
And until next time,
see you guys later.
Keep
Bye.
buying games and crap as we do.
Bye.
Adios.